Hwaini ni wa tariki 23 mweri wa gatano mwaka ari wa 2024 ni muhoko kwa we ni wa matha gukumia inani ni ndaikare gitige kyo memere kia nigetha ngoro gikumenyithia mana magitinda makihanika jaya kuria uri ningi guku bururi-ini ona jawa itoka cia bururi. President William Ruto muthenya wa umuthi ni akorwo agitungana na mutongoria wa bururi wa America munduguto Joe Biden maikorwo makiaririria makiria uthii wa na mbere wa mabururi maya meri na kuria githie na mbere guthingiriria ati urata no nginya ukorwo ukirumio mauno mamwe wa maria tugikuhaririirie mbere ndaya ri tobeta mukire matemo mamo. Mamwe wa maria tukuhaririirie ni ati President William Ruto gutongana na President wa America Joe Biden thigiraini wa iregi na wa Washington DC icera-ini riake guku makiariria maundu ma bata ma mabururi maya meri. Hari woni-ini wa Wanjiko turakuria niki iguru rigie icera ria Ruto bururi-ini wa America. Roge rwa uiguano rwa NCIC kuria matha karua gwikinya mbere yao akurumirira ciugo augire cia gucungira ngui. Na gitio kinene tikira gukorwo kigucia njungwa yaku ngoro ngikumenyithia mauna mange guku ariko muthingi TV na kuria mutamburuko uyu witu no ukorwo kiwamukira nenda-ini citu ciothe aricio cia ukinyaniria kuria mwena wa Facebook ario muthingi TV, mwena wa YouTube ario muthingi TV ni ngikunyita ugeni ngetika wa bui wajao na tukirika kiondo-ini gitu nake President William Ruto muthenya wa umuthi ni akorwo agitungana na mutongoria wa bururi wa kuria mwena wa America mundu gwetwo Joe Biden nyumba-ini ya kana thigira-ini wa iregi wa kuu bururi-ini ucio mwena uria wa Washington DC na kuria maikorwo magithingiriria makiria uhoro wigie wiguithanio na makiria ndugu gatagati ka mabururi maya akuria meranira ati no guka na mabururi maya meri makorwo magithie na mbere kurutithania wira.
Ready, shot, ready, base.
Thank you, sir.
I bring you very warm greetings from the people of Kenya and our brothers and sisters from across the continent. And I undertake this state visit on the background of 60 years of solid friendship between the United States and Kenya. And specifically, Mr. President, on the subject we are driving today here on the digital space, on technology, and the whole space around investment, trade, and the relationship that we have managed to build over the years.
In return, I think, as I said, we're going to prioritize the technological partnership between our countries, and former CEO, who was also a former CEO, is going to make sure that happens. And Vice President Harris is already building a new public-private partnership to increase investments in innovation. And because our cooperation matters, it's not just for our own people, but for people around the world. If this relationship continues to grow as it is, I think it benefits not only the United States and Kenya, but will lead and will have positive benefits literally around the world. So thank you again for being here, and look forward to working with you. And you know, we keep investing in the true strengths of our nations, our people, and in the years ahead.
We're really grateful for Kenya's partnership in opposing extremists around the world and partnering together to oppose Al-Shabaab and the jihadists, and same against the Houthis in the Red Sea and other places.
Kenya and the United States share common goal, and we share common values of freedom, democracy, rule of law, and we are celebrating this year 60 years of solid friendship between the United States and Kenya, sharing in many areas.
Tugitigana na icio tuhiuke nginya kuria kaunti-ini ya Nyandarua na kuria aikari kuma mwena wa Ndonyo Njeru ni mathiete na mbere kuhothithania mbeca cia gwaka bara iria nyitithanitie itura riri guthie nginya itura-ini ria Geta. Barabara ino maugite ati yakorirwe ikihingurwo mwaka muhituku thutha wa mutongoria wa bururi Ndagitari William Ruto gucera mwena ucio, no indi ndia gukorwo ikirika na kuria maikitie ritana makiria kuri thirikari ya kaunti ya Nyandarua na makiria thirikari nene gukorwo ikiruta kigina kia mbeca kiria giguteithiriria hari gwaka bara ino. Aikari aya matigire mawira mao kunyitanira guthondeka barabara ino thutha wa mihango ya ukui gatagati ka Ndonyo Njeru na Geta kuhotoma kumana na barabara iyo guthuka.
Tutigwetera atongoria itu ringi ni tumetete muno ihinda iraihu tukamahurira thimu magacio magatuhenia guka rimwe magatuhenia ni maguka ni maguturehera mahiga na tutigana kumona na nikio twamwe ithu enyewe twithondekere barabara tutegutira tukirora atongoria acio itu.
Maugete makoretwo na ihinda irito kumeria irio kuma migunda yao na ngari cia kumeria irio ikoretwo igithuka ni undu wa barabara.
Etwo na thina kuma riria bara ino yenjirwo tondu yenjirwo gicoke gitigwo maguru makeria mahiga me iguru riu kuguo ngari cioka cikahana ni irathukio na thi cikarega gukaga kuguo mawira maitu magicoka na thi na ithu tukianjia kuhinga mabiacara.
Ni undu ucungireirie hathara nene kuri arimi ahuri biacara na ene ngari kuria riu maikitie ritana kuri thirikari kurekereria kigina niguo barabara ino irikie gwakwo.
Matigo tuhe mahiga matuhe ngari icio ni tukugura mahiga tuitire barabara citu niguo tuhote gugithie tondu ni kurigete ona ithu tukiriku tondu ni matutirahota guthie ngari ciothe kinya matatu ni ciathamire ona ta barabara ino turi riu haha ino ni ya gukira barabara ria main gutire ngari igegera kuo ona itinga ritingithie na niyo main ino ni turugaga ati njege gati ni turamitarami na riu nao hatiri ni kuo ni tura
Ngiribotera Muthingi TV ijitekaga Wambui wa Njau. Tugitigana na icio na ruo turuge nginya kuria kaunti-ini ya Kiambu kuria mutumia wa miaka 90 ikitie ritana kana ni akaire thirikari kumana na nyumba yake gukorwo igikuo ni muiyoro gukwari mwena wa Kiambu na ningi akiria araikorirwo agitigirwo aici maraigira marakorwo magitua na kuya indo ciothe kuria mamutigite atari ona ki.
Mutumia wa ukoro wa miaka 90 kuma kaunti-ini ya Kiambu riu ni atigitwo atari na wikaro thutha wa nyumba yake hamwe na mugunda wake kuhofanirio ni miyoro ya mai.
Kwa majina naitwa Grace Joki. Ni mafuriko imekuta shosho, huu ni shosho wetu imempata hapa, na siku yenye maji iliingia kwa nyumba nilikuweko, nilikuwa tu nimekaa pale kwa kiti. Sasa mvua iliponyesha, ilikuwa kwa shamba lakini haikuwa imeingia kwa boma. Sasa wakati ilinyesha akaniita akaniambia umelala na maji imeingia.
Mia uyu augite thengia wake kuheo wikaro ni andu a wendi mwega riu aici ni mahofaniire nyumba yake na kuiya indo ciake ciothe na kumutiga heho-ini atari ona ki.
Kwa sema zenye tumebakisha tutakuja kuchukua the next day. Sasa hatukuweza sababu mvua ilinyesha sana. Sasa Soso akahama akapewa kanyumba kale Kwale kasto na rafiki yake. Nyumba ambao haina hata dirisha, haina nini, ni store. Sasa nakaa huko na vitu za store za huyo mama. Sasa hata air hakuna. Na sasa naona hata kama jana nilimpeleka hosi sababu ako na pressure. Na sasa ilinibidi sasa ndio tulihama sababu ya mafuriko. Sasa wakati amehama mimi naona ile shida tu ako nayo ni hiyo shida tu ya mwili na kuona mafuriko bado haijaisha kwa boma, na to make the matter worse vitu zake zote ziliibiwa Saturday. Sasa hana maguo, hana vitu za nyumba, vitu za utensils, na hatujui zingine zilichukuliwa sababu unaona mafuriko iko kwa nyumba.
Leo mutumia uyu ni arereire thirikari ya Kiambu akimehoya kumuteithia kweheria mai mugunda-ini wake niguo ahote guthie na mbere na muturire wa hone oretie thirikari ino imuteithie gwethana na ekinae aria maratafanirie giko giki.
Nakuja hapa. Kwa hivyo hata kamvua kadogo sababu pade ni mingi zinatoka hii maji itakuwa tu inafurika tu hapa. Ni shida tu ilikuwa tu wakati wa El Nino na hii maji haikuwa mingi hivi. Ni El Nino ilikuja tu kwa wiki mbili alafu maji kakauka, lakini sasa sababu mitaro imechimbwa sasa maji yote imelekelezwa wapi? Hapa. Aidha watafutie suluhu ya kudumu, ya mtafutie mahali pa kukaa na wajue hii maji kwa boma yake itaondolewa namna.
Ni Hamuthingi TV, retwa yakwa ni Wanjikũ wa Kihuba.
Na tugagitanya ati thirikari ya kaunti ya Kiambu ni gukorwo ikirorana na ndete uyo ila shushu akorwo akiamukira handu ha guikara na makiria haria hari na ugitiri. Na tukiuma kaunti-ini iyo ya Kiambu turike nginya kuria kaunti-ini ya Naikuru kuria imwana iria cikaraga makiria mikira-ini ya bara na kurura tauni-ini ya Naikuru nicirekanire gukorwo ikirurungana na kung'ethanira na thigari cia kanjo thutha wa imwana icio gukorwo makiuga ni matetwo barabara-ini ya Kenyatta makoragwo magetha irio na kuria makoragwo magikoma.
Thirikari cia kanjo tauni-ini ya Nakuru cia gwikora iking'ethanira na imwana iria cikara mikira ya barabara street-ini ya Kenyatta Avenue thutha wa kwirikana ati imwana icio ni cingetitwo street-ini yo ni thirikari cia kanjo no cirenda gucoka kuo. Imwana ici ciugite ati kou nikuo cionaga gia kuria riria ciaheo mbeca ni aria citeithagiriria hari gwetha kundu gwa gupaki ngari.
Majina yangu naitwa Dennis. Mimi ni street boys, tunakuanga pale Kenyatta Avenue, watu tunapaka magari, tunakuanga na vijana wengi hapo, watu tunapaka magari. Sasa watu tunaita watu gari kitoka na hii side, tunachukua gari tunapaka, akitoka anatuachia Kenyatta tuachia. Sasa kwa saa hii tunafukuzwa, hatutakani kupaka gari pale. Sasa tunauliza tu kwa usaidizi tusaidiwe juu pale kupaka hiyo gari hiyo kuenda kuombaomba ndio wanatuambia ati tunaibia tu masimu. Sasa hiyo kupaka gari inatupea pesa tunapata ya chakula. Sasa tunaweza taka tusaidiwe, waacha kutuambia tusipake juu hiyo ndio inatusaidia napata ya chakula.
Kuringana na muikariri giti wa family ya ciana iria cikaraga mikira-ini ya barabara guku Naikuru Charles Opio ni ati imwana ici citibatie kuingatwo gutari kuria ciratwaro amu ona kuria atumia street-ini ino mahoyaga andu mbeca no matinaingatwo.
Kwa majina naitwa Charles Opio. Mimi ndio chairman street family Nakuru town. Nilishtuka sana leo asubuhi kitu saa 4 nikipigiwa simu vijana wetu wa street wana malalamishi. Wanasema wamefukuzwa pale parking. Na hali kuna watu kama wale wa Tanzania wale wa mama wanajaa huko wanaombaomba pesa. Wamenizidi. Wanasema ni kama mimi siwasaidii siwatetei kule mbele na wakaamua sasa wenyewe waende wa survey Kenyatta Avenue ndio sasa warudi wajipange waende kulipisha magari huko 10 20 watoto wale wadogo waweze kupata kwa sababu ni vijana pia wako na mabibi zao hapa. Na mabibi zao wanategemea nani? Mabwana zao. So kwenye walikuwa wanasema kwenye walikuwa kipatanga hiyo 10 20 na mikate ya kukula walikuwa kipewa na watu. Sasa wanasema watasikiza mtu. Lakini kuja nikapata ripoti wamejiandaa sasa anytime wazarudi hiyo parking Kenyatta Avenue. Na itakuwa picha mbaya sana kwa serikali yetu ya kaunti. Kwa sababu hiyo ni barabara ya wageni wengi, wakubwa wote na tuwesitake uchafu tena. So naomba gavana wetu Susan Kihika mama ya watoto afanye jambo. Mvua inanyesha. Hiyo bado tunarudi kuomba. Mvua inanyesha. Kwanza sio jana. Mvua ilinyesha mbaya sana, matandiko zao zikanyeshewa na walikuwa na shida sana usikia leo kulala kwa sababu walala wakiwa wamesimama. Mimi ningeomba gavana wetu Susan Kihika, yeye ni mama wa watoto. At least vile nasaidia watu wengine, wale waadhiriwa wengine. Pia atilie manani vijana waweze kaa mahali penye wanaweza saidika.
Ngirivotera Muthingi TV njitagwo Wakio wa Mucogo.
Ngatho cia mwanya wakio ni undu wa riboti ono tigitigana na icio ni ati mehaririria magukungwira muthi wa Madaraka no mathiete na mbere wega gukore mwena wa Bungoma kiaro-ini kia Masinde Muliro gikiri kaunti-ini ino ya Bungoma kuringana na mwandiki mukaru ministry-ini ya ugitiri mundu gwetwo Raymond Omolo ni oritie a Kenya makorwo makiyumiria na njira nene na kiria augite ati ni makoretwo magithingatithia makiria ugitiri kuna ati mutongoria wa bururi President William Ruto ni agakorwo kuo
waliachwa hata nani alishukishwa.
Rere bururi werekeire gukungwira muthi wa wiathi niguo Madaraka Day na uria utanyetwo gugakungwirwo kiharo-ini kia Masinde Muliro Stadium gukware ni kaunti-ini ya Bungoma. Riu murugamiriri munene niwe Dagitari Raymond Omolo ni augite mehaririria maya no mathiete na mbere wega.
At Matulo airstrip, which is at 96% complete. What is pending is just the perimeter fence, and that is currently going on. We have had the first test landing happening by the Kenya Air Force this morning, and they are happy with the state of the runway and the airstrip. We've also been able to go to the residence where the luncheon will be hosted, and again that is 100% done, and it has actually been handed over to the government for purposes of hosting the guests who will attend the Madaraka Day celebrations.
Kiariria andiki ya mohoro kuma kiharo-ini kiu Omolo ni augite ati thengia wa mbura nene iria ithiete na mbere na guthandana guothe bururi-ini mitaratara ya ugitiri wa miyoro ni igathikitwo na uguo kuria Kenya matikagie na wagagu o wothe.
That we are ready, Bungoma is ready. Kwa sababu ya hii sherehe chenye tunasema ni kwamba tutaangalia hali ya anga venye itakuwa na tuko na mipango kamilifu ili kama kutakuwa na mvua tutakuwa na umbrellas ya kutosha ili wananchi wasikuwe na tabu ama wasitaabike juu yake.
Oho, Omolo ni oretie Kenya makeyumiria kwa wingi niguo gukungwira muthi uyu kuona ni umwe wa thikũ cia bata hari history ya bururi uyu,
na pia wasikose kufika kwa hii sherehe yenye tumechukua muda mrefu kujiandaa.
Handũ-inĩ ha Mũthingi TV, rĩtwa rĩakwa nĩ Wanjikũ wa Kĩhumba.
Ngatho cia mwanya Wanjikũ wa Kĩhumba ni undu wa riboti iyo, na riboti iyo ni gukorwo igitwekanya gaitu ka mbere ga gukorwo tugikiria ndokorwo githikura ikuona ati ni turacokereria na mangĩ maingĩ guku ari kwa Mũthingi TV.
Save a Life nĩ gĩkundi gĩtarĩ gĩa gĩthirikari kĩrĩa gĩkoretwo gĩgĩcenjia maica ma andũ ngũrani ngũrani Kenya yothe. Nginyagia haha nĩ tũcenjetie maica ma andũ makĩria ma 100,000 through gũtwara arwaru thibitarĩ, gwakĩra arĩa matarĩ na cikaro, kũhe andũ irio, gũteithia ciana iria ciũrĩire mabarabara-inĩ na kũ-empower mbeũ njĩthĩ. Nyitanĩra na ithuĩ o mũthenya nigetha tũkorwo tũkĩnyitanĩra hamwe gũteithia na kũgarũrĩra maica ma andũ. Save a Life, transforming lives.
Ure murimi munini na ni urabatara ngwatanĩro na nyũmba ya mohoro, ihinda nĩ rĩrĩ, amu Mũthingi TV nĩ irakuhe mweke wa kwanĩrĩrithia kĩmenyithia nĩguo ũkũrie biacara yaku na njĩra nene. Tuhũrĩre thimũ kũgerera 0777 572 358 kana ũtwandĩkĩre email nĩyo sales@lookuptv.co.ke. Ũka tũtume ndũgũ na tũtirithanie hamwe, amu ndũgũ nĩ makinya.
na nitwacokereria ngatho cia mwanya ni guthie na mbere na guikarania na ithuĩ maere Mohoro Hwaini ngatho cia mwanya na guku ari kwa Muthingi TV tugicoka kiondoini gitu ni ati kiama kia mathukuru gĩa KESHA ni kithurũkanĩkana ni kihithũrĩtie namba nene ya arutwo aria makiria maikaraga mwena wa Mai Mahiũ matikoretwo makihota gucokereria mathukuru-ini thutha wa mutino wa mũiyũro iria yakonirwo kana iria yakorirwo ikihanika mwena ucio kiama gĩkĩ mukana marĩtie ũũ bari mwena wa Naivasha kuria mauma kuheana indo cia mahũthĩro ma thukuru.
Arutwo aingĩ kuma Mai Mahiũ matinacokereria thukuru thutha wa mutino wa Mai Mahiũ kuringana na Kinyanjui Mwangi muikarĩri gĩtĩ wa KESHA Naikuru augĩte gĩcunjĩ kĩnene kĩa arutwo gĩtirĩ kĩracokereria wiki igĩrĩ thutha wa mutino wa Mai Mahiũ.
The schools. So we have not compiled all the data, but every principal is reporting on what number of students they have and the number of students that have not reported this term. And we are following up to find out why they have not reported. Is it because of the flooding? Is it because of any other reason? So we are following up, and they are reaching out even to the chiefs to try and find out what it is that has stopped these students from reporting back to school. What the current situation? We have told our principals to relax some of the rules, like reporting early, so that we encourage students to come to school. And when they come to school, the guidance and counseling department are revamped to ensure that they support them. You know, much of the reasons why students fail to come to school is fear. Probably they think the rains are going to pour and they're not be able to get.
Paul Kiru chairman wa Naivasha augĩte nĩ maranyitanĩra na ministry ya gĩthomo kuongania namba ya arutwo arĩa matacokete.
But we are getting data, and very soon I know through our sub-county director of education we shall have a situational analysis of where we are. As the KESHA chairman has said, as principals we have relaxed the rules, at least for the moment. That issue of reporting very early in the morning for the students, which we were saying it's a must, we must always look at it through.
Mũmbunge wa Naivasha Jen Kihara augĩte wabici yake nĩ ĩrateithia arutwo makĩria ma 100 na bithi na indo cia gũthoma kũrũmĩrĩra mũtino ũyũ.
Initially, I may not know the numbers, but what we have decided is that we go looking for them. There are those ones who are said to have been so traumatized that you can't even remember where your desk was, you can't remember how you are doing things. So the principals have also promised psychosocial support, which we are also doing. We are getting people, experts to do that. But so far, so good. I think we are doing well. There are 132 that are affected. Secondary school 55, who we have promised as a NGCDF to pay their school fees in full. Special schools 2, university 3, and college 5. So we have gotten this data and we are reaching out to them.
Handũ-inĩ ha Muthingi TV, njĩtagwo Wangui wa Muriuki.
Na tugitigana na icio turoge nginya kuria kaunti-inĩ ya Kirinyaga na kuria mbeũ njĩthĩ makĩria ma 50 kuma wadi-inĩ ya Njuki gũkwaragĩcũgwo nĩ kaunti-inĩ ĩno ya Kirinyaga nĩ mareketie kwamũkĩra kĩgĩna kĩa basarĩ gĩa kũmateithĩrĩria harĩ gũtwarithia na mbere mathomo mao ma kothi na kuria aciari makoretwo makĩũrio makorwo makĩhĩmbĩria makĩria kothi ici kuona atĩ nĩ ikoretwo ikĩhe mbeũ njĩthĩ ũboco wao wa o mũthenya.
Makiria ma mbeũ njĩthĩ 50 kuma Njuki-inĩ wodi-inĩ ya Gĩcũgũ kaunti-inĩ ya Kirinyaga nĩ mateithĩkĩte na scholarship kũmahotithia kũingĩra kothi cia moko.
Sponsored about 50 students to do TVET courses with the blessing of Madam Anne Waiguru, she is the governor of Kirinyaga County, and we are very happy for this program because it has kicked off, and the attendance was 100%. The students came with the parents. And now we hand Waziri, Education and Chief Officer, who have graced this occasion.
Arutwo aya maguthie na mbere na kothi ici cukuru-inĩ wa Kimweas kwa ihinda rĩa mĩeri 6 kuria thirikari ya kaunti ya Kirinyaga imahete uteithio wa shilingi milioni 1.
Mheshimiwa, asanteni sana.
Kiaria ari mwena wa cukuru uyu murugamiri wa githomo Veronica Waweru yoretie aciari aria mari na ciana itanakinyia grade ya kuingira university matigaikare nao mĩciĩ ende mamatware cukuru-inĩ ici cia kothi cia moko.
So very soon
tugitigana na icio turoge nginya kuria kaunti-inĩ ya Naikuru kuria mwaria wa thirikari Isaac Mwaura anarikitie gucera mwena wa Njoro gukwari kaunti ino ya Naikuru na kuria Mwaura athite na mbere na gutetera icera ria President William Ruto ari kuria mwena wa America. Oho Mwaura ni oretie arimi gukorwo makihimbiria makiria uhandi wa mahua makiria maria maparedram kuria augite ati ni makoretwo makigeria kana ni makoretwo magicariria arimi aya thoko.
Remember, this is a state visit. It's not even an official visit. It's a state visit, very rare in American standards, and this is the highest honor that we can have. And we as Kenyans appreciate and should appreciate that the benefits that we have already elucidated are going to help us in the long run. So yes, you may say this and that with regards to the costs, but in my humble submission, as the government spokesman, the benefits far outweigh the costs. However, the government has put in place measures to reduce international travel, and there is now a system where, through the head of public service, Felix Koskei, there are approvals that have to be made and costs that are attendant. Even myself, if I want to travel, I must demonstrate where there is money and the reason for travel. Plans are also underway to establish 84,000 acres of pyrethrum by the year 2027-2028 and to stabilize future production to ensure sustainable supply of pyrethrum products in the world market. Kenya has published the Finance Bill 2024, which is aimed at amending the laws relating to various taxes and duties to stimulate growth and investment in the country. The proposals, which are now open for public participation, include increases of allowable pension deductions from Kenya shillings 20,000 to 30,000 per month, amendment of the income tax to provide for advanced pricing agreements, which will bring greater certainty with respect to tax outcomes of international transactions, revision of the window for remitting excise duty collaborations and collections.
Tugitigana na icio tuthie kuria kaunti-ini ya Nyandarua kuria ni gikeno thutha kana ni gikeno sekta-ini ya ugima wa mwiri gukari kaunti-ini ino ya Nyandarua thutha wa arigitani kuma thini wa GM Kariuki korwo makirikia gutabania uthinjani wa munyiginyigi na gukorwo magikana gukorwo makigetha magetha mega. Urigitani uyu uhanikiire mwanake umwe wakorirwo akigwa kuma ngorofa-ini ya gatatu hari nyumba yakagwo kuria tauni-ini ya Olkalao.
We were blessed to do our first spine surgery here at JM Kariuki Referral Hospital, whereby we had a gentleman who sustained an injury on Friday, that is Friday the 17th. He fell from that floor in a construction site and injured his back. He had a fracture at the level which we call the lumbar level 3. So today we carried out a surgery to stabilize the area, to also decompress the nerves which had been compressed, and to join the bones so that they are able to heal in a good position. The study has been successful, and I wish to thank the hospital administration and the county administration for supporting us in this. We encourage more patients to come in case they have similar issues.
Full spinal surgery conducted by the lead surgeon here, Dr. Nganga, for one of the residents of Nyandarua who has been able to be the first person to have this kind of surgery conducted here. I want to take this opportunity to appreciate our county leadership led by His Excellency, the Governor, Dr. Moses Badilisha, our Waziri, Dr. Kariuki, our chief officers, and all other heads in the department for making this successful, because were it not for all the support we've received, this would not have happened. We are wishing the client who has had this operation a quick recovery, and the team that has conducted the surgery has assured us that the patient will be back on his feet in a matter of days. So we are glad for this historic moment. It's the first surgery to be done in this hospital, and we really appreciate that the governor found it wise to give us the orthopedic surgeon, and we are appealing to other clients in the hospital, in the county, who may need our services to come. We are here for you, and that is why we are here.
Tugitigana na icio nake mwekwirwo umwe ni arekirie gukorwo agikio ngono nange ana mahota agukorwo makithara thutha wa mugururio wa ukorwo magicaranio nao thutha wa ukorwo makigia kana kunyarira aikari a mwena wa Eldoret guku ari kaunti ya Uasin Gishu kuringana na murugamiriri munene wa ruhonge rwa KPLC mwena ucio mundu gwitwo James Yegon augete ati kaunti ino ya Uasin Gishu nereketie gukorwo ikiurirwo ni transformer mirongo ere thutha wa aici ukorwo makiigirira mutugo wa kuiya.
Mimi nataka kuchukua pesa hizi. Sina kazi nyingine. Ili ilikuwa kazi yangu hii ya kwanza hii.
Yeah, the person arrested, we were lucky. We found him red-handed. Actually, we arrested him at the scene. There were 5, 4 ran away. Lucky enough, we apprehended one, and he's assisting us in trying to track down those who are at large. The major issue that is fueling this thing is the scrap metal business, the copper business, so to speak. We are trying to liaise with the national government to see how we can rein on this. And also I'm calling upon the Scrap Metal Council to come in and assist us in regulating the scrupulous scrap metal dealers. So what we recovered in the lorry is the copper wires, and I mean the cables and the cables and conductors that are used for transmission of energy. So those are the contents that we found from on that lorry. We are still yet to quantify the value, but we are looking at a tune of 250 kilos.
Na ripoti yo kuma kaunti ya Uasin Gishu ni raikorwo igitweka nyaga ituka ukorwo tugikiria takorwo githie kuraikua na te tugicokereria turacokereria aturi kuria iharo-ini na kuo tukumenyithia uria maundu magitinda magikara.
Kihoto kiunaga utamugete na kuona kihoto watho ni ufataranagia.
Watho ukoragwo wa guteithia mitugo na mikire ya maundu hari andu othe.
Na watho ugite ni 3 months with full pay.
Ndwagĩrĩirwo gũtwarwo police station kana gũtwarwo criminal court ni ũndũ wa defamation.
Na nikio ni nawe tufatie kumenya uria mundu agietha kihoto giake.
Mwana ena right yake na mwana we ni innocent.
Kihoto iriko na muthuri na mutumia tokogana indo equally.
Watho ni witikiretie ciana icio utigirwo.
Nyitana nani Wairimu wa Kimani guku kwa Muthingi TV o wakana thaa 2 cia hwaini tuthome na tuhiganie ciĩgiĩ watho amu guku nikuo kihumo kia gutherema.
na nitwacokereria ngatho cia mwanya ni guthie na mbere na guikarania na ithui guku riko Muthingi TV na runa gitio kinene njitikiria ngoro ngigutwara nginya guku iharo-ini na kugumenyithie uria ciana cia atumia cia Gitinja ikigarika nacio mbeteka cia golfa anitanyitwo gukorwo ikigaragaranio mu weekend ino kuria kiharo-ini kia Muthaiga Golf Club na kuria makiria ma ahuri golf amagana meri nio mareketie kwiyandikithia ugakorwo makinyita itemi mbeteka-ini ici oroho mbeteka cia US Kids igakorwo igithakwo kuria miaka kana kuria ciana cia thi wa ukuru wa miaka 5 nginya 18 ni magakorwo magithaka. Na tugitigana na icio nao arutwo 22 aria marekete kana aria mekete wega kigeranio-ini gia KCSE na kuma bururi kana kuma family iria itehotete mauma kigomano-ini gia Kenya Scholar Access Program kuria matugirwo na scholarship ya githomo gitari marihi kia muigana wa milioni kana wa shiringi milioni makiria ma 900 the university na college ya Ivy League mwena wa bururi wa America.
University, our team of teachers and alumni teach our students in university-style classes, work on personal development, mentor them, teach them about American culture, and we continue to work with them when they're in university, guiding them all the way into their careers. Charles mentioned that this was a big initiative of mine when I joined the organization, and I'm really happy that this year we started building what we're calling our Alumni Success Team, a group of people who are going to work with our students regularly to make sure that they squeeze every bit of success out
of the intake of students, which is tremendous. He also increased the fundraising from a situation where I used to personally fund about 90% of the budget and now fund significantly less than that. And a lot of that came from the students, which is very commendable that the students are contributing, I think, approximately 25% of the budget.
My introduction to CANSAT was a bit of a coincidence. After completing my high school education, I had hoped to fill a 2-year gap. Back in 2007, we used to have a 2-year gap before joining university, and I had hoped to fill that by studying accounting. When I went to high school in Starehe, they had a technical college where students that wanted to fill up the time could enroll for accounting or computer studies. I'm a student again in Mohoro County in the 2022 KCSE. But then I had no means again to continue my education in university. And then CANSAT saw my potential and gave me another chance. A chance at a bigger dream, a dream so big that my mind has struggled up to now, imagining how far I have come from my childhood to this moment on stage. I heard about CANSAT from...
Okay, I think that's all for the auction items. And I can...
Haya na riboti iyo egie mathomo mauni araikorwo igitutirihira muko kana mohoro maitu Hwaini wa umothe ngatho cia mwanya niwe aikorwo ugitwirorera na gukorwo ugitwihokera mathaa maku atukwiraga ati tutikoragwo tukioya undu ucio na uhuthu toko tugucokeria ngatho ni ndugu irio tumite na ithui ori turagithie na mbere gukumemerekeria guku kwa Muthingi TV na ujokeria aria tukiuma nao ngatho mundu wetwo Tael anuma direct director witu anakuria mwena wa graphics mwena wa social media mudogo to Bill Hakarothi ni okiuma kuo akuria mwena wa KTX kana ni transmission muka ile twawito wa theka ano wagitinda agituterefa na ni nginyagia muthenyoge agwira ngai wa muyo akwende akoigena akurathime uririkane ati we wa bata araria mwaki